Yeah, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Isaiah. Welcome back to an episode of the podcast. As y'all can see, we are in a different setup. Like I said, I'm still doing some nooks and crannies and some things to try to get my setup correct. This isn't the final touch, but it's just a little something for now. And the reason why I'm set up like this is because today we have a special guest. We have the renowned, however you say it, the queen of all smiles, my future wife, the woman that is carrying my seed right now. She is going viral on multiple platforms. She has gone viral on multiple platforms. TikTok with millions and millions of views, and Instagram. This girl is crazy. Everybody, please welcome Queen Smiles. Welcome to my podcast, baby.
Thank you.
Yep. So y'all, as you know, everybody know who's watching right now. The beautiful Queen Smiles, my woman, my future wife. She's holding my seed right now.
Yeah.
I got us 2 waters, baby, because you are pregnant and you can't drink alcohol. So normally we would be drinking.
Yes.
But
last time we did a podcast on 2 sides. Probably
episode's coming to 10 months ago, baby.
Oh wow.
10 months.
I was gonna say a year, but yeah, it's been 10 months, so you probably forgot about it, but don't forget about it. Yeah. It's on there. We used to have alcohol.
Yeah, but for this water, cheers.
I needed that. I was thirsty.
Yeah, me too. Well, babe, for those of people out there who don't know who you are and a little bit about yourself, do you want to let everybody know how we met? And for those of people who don't know, how we met.
Yeah, we met on Tinder, man. We met on Tinder. I double tapped that motherfucker. Oh, that's not how it works, right?
What?
You don't double tap on Tinder, do you? No,
you swipe right, yeah.
So I swiped, and I was like, I don't know about this one. He kind of ugly. But I went and saw him, and yeah, I was right. He was ugly. But then, I'm just kidding. I really had a good connection with him, and we vibed really well. And now look, I'm popping out a baby.
Yeah. Do you want to let them know what happened when we first met?
Oh yeah, he was blushing, and he did.
Tell them everything. The nasty shit.
I don't want to tell that.
Go ahead. I mean, that was then, but
man. Okay, y'all. He asked for it, but so we were hanging out, and this was back in COVID time, and I have kids already before him, so I was like, look, I really don't want to be out in the public. I want to meet you, but I don't want to risk it. And he was like, okay. And I love how it was I don't want to risk it, but then I risked my life going to this man's house.
I mean,
not knowing if he was a serial killer.
I technically did. I technically risked my life too. You could have been a murderer or something.
No, but you didn't know, you didn't tell me what apartment number or anything. You just told me the address.
Oh, the complex, yeah.
So you could have just ran back in the house. I would not know where you were. Yeah. I'm going to your place where you could have just
and I was
kept me there forever. Yeah. So I'm stupid, but it didn't hurt me that time. And so he was trying to come up with little ideas of little games to play or whatever.
Yeah, try to break the ice. This water is good as fuck too.
And this man is a YouTuber, so he plays the YouTube games. So he wanted to play.
Guess what? I'm whispering or some shit like that.
Yeah, the whisper challenge or whatever. Yeah. So for that, as you know, you need some headphones. Lord have mercy. I know he regretted that shit. The fact, it's crazy to me though. Let's say he was looking for a pair of headphones because he was like, okay, we're going to play this game. Let me look for some headphones. And he goes and he finds the headphones and he looks at the headphones and he doesn't see that they're, to par. They don't look good.
Earwax and stuff up there.
They were disgusting. They were burnt or some shit.
And I don't know how.
They had wax on them and shit. My thing is, if you saw them look like that, why would you even bring them over to this girl that you just met for 2 hours? Why would you just be like, I'm sorry, I can't find any headphones right now?
I don't even think I noticed they looked like that until later
I think you may have just grabbed them and gone straight to me, and then when you were with me, you were like... But anyway, he blamed it on his roommate, Cody.
So that was...
Cody, he blamed it on you.
That was basically how it was when we first met. It was a crazy thing.
It was really disgusting, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not coming back here. But our bond was so strong.
Yes, our bond was definitely strong. That's basically because for those of you who don't know, she was in a serious relationship like before we met. I was just out there hoeing, not necessarily hoeing fucking everybody, but I was hoeing. So in order for me to settle down, that took a lot. It must have been a connection there because I did not want a relationship in general. Like throughout these years, I just was doing me. But I found her. We clicked. We vibed. Everything was good. And then boom, one thing led to another, and look at us now. We're here. So, babe, I do have some cards with some questions, and these ones got like questions, and this one has like some games, but we're gonna get into this one a little bit later, okay? But I do have a couple questions for you right now. One of them is going back to like how we met and internet dating. So, how do you feel about internet dating or dating online? Like being that's like the main thing now, like.
In general?
Yeah, in general. Like
I don't know, like I came from like meeting people online because we like started this shit on MySpace, y'all. Like
MySpace. Oh my gosh, MySpace was shitting on most of these platforms back in the day.
Yeah, like MySpace just like our generation was basically like the beginning of like this whole social media shit. Mm-hmm. So we were before Tinder and all this shit. We still met people like on MySpace and shit, and then came Facebook. We were like, ain't nobody ever gonna be on Facebook except for old people. And now look at us.
Yeah, facts. That's how it was though. Facebook had a bunch of old people.
Yeah, we were like, we're sticking to MySpace, and then it just disappeared. What the fuck?
I feel like, what if MySpace was like out now? I feel like so many people would be so jealous. I mean, no, it's out. But I'm saying, what if like it was the main thing, like Facebook or Instagram right now? And remember how you had a top 5, top 10? So many people would be so jealous because of that top 5. Oh, why am I not your number one? I feel like now.
I think Tom would make so much fucking money if he just really stuck to that shit. You know, Tom, that was our homie.
Yeah.
Bro, why can't he just fix it? If he just fix it, because this shit is still not loading. If you log on to MySpace and try to find your old account or anybody, it will not load. Like, and you still get that error code of like 1,000 fucking letters. It's like,
yeah, I think it's more of like a music type thing now. Like they just promote music and stuff up there now.
Ain't nobody going on MySpace. I just feel like he would make so much money if he fixed it, but
it'll be kind of hard though for MySpace to be top these new platforms are like TikTok. It's gonna be hard for
it would break the internet if they did.
I mean, it would, yeah, because of especially
art.
That was our shit.
And right now we like, I don't know.
I feel like it'll be dope. I feel like a lot of people will be in their feelings because of your top friends.
I don't know if it would affect that much anymore, but back then it mattered to us because we were young. But I don't know if it would matter now.
I don't know.
But that's my answer. Basically, we were kind of already online dating, so
yeah. I miss my potato. All right, so you do, as y'all know, for those of you who don't know, she is pregnant right now. That's why we're drinking our water. So how do you feel as far as like we've been together for 2 years, coming up 3, that you're actually about to have a child with me, and like obviously everybody have their ups and downs and shit like that, but like
3 years next month.
You're about to be on your 4th child. How does that feel right now?
Well, I felt like I was I don't know. I felt like I was done after, I had my kids, but then I also still had this like void in my heart of like wanting to experience things a different way. Like I wanted to have that beautiful pregnancy experience where your partner actually cares about every fucking need or whatever. And and I wanted that like loving delivery of like I love being pregnant and I love delivering in general. I think it's a very beautiful like experience, but it is a lot on my body, and I thought I was done until I met you, and I was like, no, like I really want to give you your, not only are you not a father yet, so like I wanted to give you that, and I don't know, I wanted to take that step and make a human with you, and you know, raise it together. And that's a big thing, because like raising a child, it's so many like decisions, and like you have to make sure you're on the same page, and you're not going to be on the same page every time, and like your communication has to be really good. And like you said, we're going on 3 years now, so like we've been through a lot of stuff, I feel, in these 3 years, but we still, like, 3 years ain't shit. Yeah. If you think about it. Like, and lifetime.
I'm glad you mentioned not being on the same page. Because my next question was actually, how can a baby change a relationship? Like, having a baby, can that, like, change?
It's 100% going to change a relationship. That's why right now when I'm pregnant, I'm so, like, obsessively emotional. Right, babe?
Yes.
I'm very emotional because I think about like everything in depth, like really too much. I think I like focus on it too much, and I want everyone to be. Why are you doing that?
I don't know if it's like, well, I'm sorry, I don't know if we're too far back for it to pick up good quality. That's why I'm trying to get close, because you're really far back.
I was saying I've been thinking a lot about that stuff because I don't want to, like, our love and shit to like deteriorate, but you can't really, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
I think that you need to think positive. You don't need to think that way, and if you decided to have a baby together, it's for a reason, obviously. Like, we didn't just like have a baby on accident.
Yeah, we actually, like, surprisingly, because, you know, most couples nowadays, a lot of people don't plan on having a baby.
I have never planned.
They just fuck and somebody get pregnant and then boom. But no, people don't we actually said, okay, because she was on birth control. And then we actually talked for months, almost a full year, about like, all right, we're going to do this, we're going to have to do this, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. We actually planned on, like, all right, we ready? Blah, blah. Yeah, so we tried. But when we tried, it took a long time, obviously.
It actually didn't. It took 3 months.
Oh, well, yeah. But
it was a long time for me, but it really wasn't a long time because people try for years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we talked about it and we made that decision. So I feel like if that was something that we came to, that our relationship is strong enough, you know?
Yeah.
I just overthink a lot. Like, the older that our relationship is getting, even though we're only in 3 years.
I feel like within this 3 years, it's like we've been together for 10.
Yeah.
5 years. Because we've been through so much. Like. We've been through so much shit.
And time moves so fast.
It do. It's like, damn, I feel like I just met you. But it also feels like we've been together for 10 years. Like, it's like...
I don't know, it's weird, but... yeah, it's definitely going to change stuff.
Yeah, hopefully it changes for the better.
I think it's going to be for the better. Because I feel like our love has definitely matured, and we've gotten a lot closer. We've loved a lot deeper, you know? Like, I feel like we're definitely growing in our love. We just, you know, have some other problems. But everybody does.
And I'm glad you said that. Well, my last question for this card is, and I want you to be 100% honest, you know, if you can change one thing about me, what would you change? And this can be in any category, as far as like, if you could change the way I eat, if you could change the way I dress, if you can change the way I look, the way I talk to you, the way I do certain things sexually, anything in the world, if you can change one thing for the better, what would you do?
I was gonna say I wouldn't change anything about you. I would just, I don't know, like, by change I mean like
improve.
Yes.
Yeah, if
I don't want to just be like, boom, you're changed, because that's not like real, you know.
Yeah.
But like, if you could improve in something, I would say that I want you to just be able to, and you are already getting better, but be able to just, you know, consider things differently, not be so stubborn, and treat me like I'm your friend, because I am your friend, but like you and your friends go on like fucking hour debates about shit, like you think that's fun. Like when I'm arguing with you, this is not fun for me.
I mean, I don't like to argue either.
But like, you don't just ever let up and just be like you don't just give me like,
say you're right.
Yeah, ever.
I feel like that's just the pride in me, which one isn't bad. You know, pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. I feel like pride is just, you know, can you spill water? I feel like that's just the pride. Like, no man likes to lose, and it's not even. I know that sounds so bad because you're my woman, and you know it's not about winning and losing in relationships, but just in general, a man hates that so much. It's hard for us to give up. Like, it's hard for us to submit to losing. If that makes sense. Like, it's better than us. Most men.
I mean, I get it. I just wish that you could improve in that, and just, you know, sometimes just put your guard down and just, like, you know, fights would be a lot easier if I wasn't always the one that had to put my guard down and be like, okay, I don't want to fight. Let's stop.
I mean, sometimes it's rare, but sometimes I apologize first, or I let you have it, or probably I just stop talking.
That's exactly what you do. You stop talking.
Yeah, that's always been a thing of mine, you know. Yeah, I will try to get better, babe. It's hard. I'm not going to say.
Especially when it comes to the baby. Like, we cannot do that.
Yeah, I know.
We cannot. Because that's definitely what's going to, like, make us separate. If, when I'm talking to you about the baby, you shut me out like you do when it comes to other things.
Well, excuse me. If I'm not going to. If it's something dealing with the baby, I mean, I'm not. That sounds bad. Like, oh, I'm debating with you, but no, I'm not going to just shut you out if we have a debate over the baby. Like, if something dealing with the baby, I'm not going to just.
Well, that's what you say. But when we have debates about other things, and I'm like, you, I don't know. If I'm like really mad and you're like, I'm like, we're talking about separation, and you're like, the one that has to leave or whatever. What do you say?
If I'm the one that gotta leave? Oh, I said I'm not leaving. What?
He says, I'm not leaving. This is my house too. My point is that, like,
at least you know that if you say, oh, leave, I won't just up and leave. Like, most men would just up and leave and like be happy to leave. They're just probably waiting for their girl to say, yeah, go or leave, and they'll be happy and gladly leave. Yes, I'll say, no, I'm staying. It's my house too. Even though when I stay, I need to fix things instead of just kept staying in here and being to myself. That's just something I gotta improve on. I am a person to be like to myself, but that is definitely something I need to improve on. And
but then talking it's also like, what if it's about the baby and I'm like, and you're like, I don't know. I just don't want to hear the words like, well, this is my baby too. Like, I will.
And like, in what situation though? And like, in what situation?
I don't know, but like, you know, I overthink about everything, and like, the baby just isn't an item to me. So like, I want to make sure that we like have good communication, and that we don't shut each other out when it comes to those things. Because when we argue about other things, you're very good at shutting yourself off and just not talking. But we can't do that when it comes to the baby. We have to talk and communicate. I think that it's going to be good though, because just seeing you as a stepdad, I've seen a lot of your values, and I agree with a lot of them, except for the piercing their ears.
Yes. So if any, you said you okay with just one, but just not both.
No.
Look, she don't want to get our baby's ears pierced at a young age. I feel like
because it's a boy.
That don't mean anything. A lot of people get their boys' ears pierced at a young age. I got mine pierced.
Not as a very infant baby.
Not infant. Obviously, probably like 2 months. Yes, babe. Yes.
That's an infant.
Well, look.
Stupid.
We have to do it early because later on that age, they're gonna be a teenager.
That's how they differ if it's a boy or a girl. Like, differentiate, if that's a word or whatever. Like, when you see Brennan, for example, he got mistaken as a girl when he was a baby because of how much hair he had, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, if he got blue on or a boy color, obviously they should know he's a boy.
There's neutral clothes,
but we got mainly boys.
I just don't think that's cute.
Well, that's just going to be something we're going to have to talk about for these next couple months, because I'm like really for getting his ears pierced and you're really against it. So I don't know, we're just going to have to figure something out. But this is something I don't want to let up on. I don't want his, like, I'm surprised none of this
thing. It's the first thing that we've ever even like disagreed on. He's like, I'm not letting up. This is what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying I don't want to let up. Like, I really want his ears pierced. Like, that's so cute to me as a little baby. When they took their picture, they got their little thing. They got the little ear thing, the little earrings and studs. Like, I'm so shocked you don't have your girl's ears pierced yet. Now they're not going to get it. They're going to be so afraid of it. They're never going to want to get it unless they're a teenager and they're grown and then they want to get it. But like right now,
I was gonna do it, but then Natalia kept suffering from ear infections as a baby. That's why she got her ear tubes in to protect her from, like, because that causes a lot of fever and all that, and that's really dangerous. You can like really get into issues if you have a fever. So she was having constant fevers because of her ear infections, which made her constantly mess with her ears. I did not want another reason for her to be messing with her ears, so that's why I never did it with Natalia. Natalia came before Elena, so I wasn't going to do it to Elena after I couldn't do it to Natalia, and Natalia now is like super sensitive. That's like her personality. So now I just have to wait for her. Like, I'm stuck now because I have to wait for her to like want to, because she's old enough to be like, no, and I'm not going to force her.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Want to force your kid. That's why if you get it when they're a baby, they don't got no choice, and they won't know. And then it's going to the pain will pass. The pain will only last for like Brennan? 5 hours. Brennan's definitely not getting it done.
No, for Brennan, I never even thought about it because, like I said, it's a boy. With Natalia and Elena, I did think about it. I just didn't because of the whole ear infection thing.
Well, this is the first debate we will have with our child.
So
but
early.
All right, babe. So this podcast is actually getting a little longer than I expected, but I'm enjoying myself. But it's almost time to wrap it up. So I'm going to start this new thing. So we're going to play a little game of Would You Rather. So I'm going to give you two options, and you tell me which one you like better or would rather. Okay?
Okay.
All right. It's nothing. Oh my bad. It's nothing crazy. So, hot dogs or hamburgers?
I don't know. Burgers, I guess? No, hot dogs.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Chris Brown or Trey Songz?
Chris Brown.
Should I be asking you why or no?
I don't know. What is this getting to? Like, I'm getting a point?
Nothing. It's just a little game at the end. Just a little something.
I thought, like, if I chose more of this, it meant something. Or
oh no, it's just a little something I just thought of. Just like a little game, just to end the podcast off with. Just a little fun thing. Cats or dogs?
Neither. I fucking hate them.
If you had to choose.
Dogs, I guess, but dogs are fucking annoying.
Would you prefer to travel to Japan or Paris?
Oh my gosh. I feel like Japan has so many different, like, cool foods and like places and everything, but they're also like mean. And then Paris is like, they're also mean. Like, I just feel like they like are better than us. And yeah, I would go there and be like, please don't look at me like I'm just an American, you know.
That's a tough one, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Paris.
Yeah, I would say Paris too. I feel like they both got great history, probably, like stuff. Cars or trucks?
Truck.
I feel like mostly females would say trucks. That's crazy. I feel like a lot of females like trucks. Back shots or missionary?
Are you dead ass right now?
Yeah. I hope I'm not moving.
I forgot what it felt like. Sorry.
Shade has been thrown. Do you prefer a man's penis to be thick or long? And you're spilling water again, babe.
Long or thick? It's hard because for a girl, Like, the thickness is definitely, like, sexy as fuck. But if it's too short, then it's just gonna feel like you're, like, literally teasing me. Like, you're not even hitting anything. So it's, like, I guess long.
Okay.
Because then the length hits.
Yeah.
But then the thickness is better. Yeah. I don't know. It's a hard one.
Would you rather tongue kiss a homeless person or let a dog lick your butt?
I would let a dog lick my butt.
Last one. Would you rather get back with your ex or get gangbanged?
Why would you ask you're pregnant? See, this is what I deal with.
What? It's just...
What kind of fucking question is that? And why would you end it like that? I cannot deal with you.
Answer the question, babe.
I'd rather get gangbanged.
She is pregnant with my child talking about getting gangbanged by 30 guys. Alright, y'all, so that is it for this episode 5 of Shadowban Podcast. It was amazing talking to you, babe.
Thank you for having me, and congratulations on your podcast.
No problem. So I'm probably be trying to, interview people. I don't know how, but is there anything you would like to say? Any finishing?
No. Good luck to you. I'm very proud of you for your little, podcast and for all your hard work that you do. And I love you.
I love you too, baby. Thank you for everything and helping me fix up my podcast. Yes, y'all, she did this little thing for me right before we started recording, But that is the end of this podcast.
He put the Mickey Mouse up there, y'all.
Here, drink some of mine.
I don't trust any of these things anymore.
Well, normally we would end with a toast, but she says something in that cup. I don't see it.
ASMR.
And that's it. I'm outie.